We're talking about distress during the holiday time, and that's different for all of us. There's also so many commonalities of that too. So notice what words come up in your mind, memories maybe. If we were to look back into childhood, there'd be lots of experiences we had, or maybe it's something there's a change this year from last year. Maybe it's always been a difficult time. Let's take a few minutes to see what is coming up right now. And if there are things that are too intense and we want to reduce the intensity a bit, you could always tap on your forehead, take your attention into the sound and sensation of the tapping. You could open your eyes. There's many things that we can do to maintain that mindfulness that we're doing an inquiry, that we don't get kind of swept away. But we do really want to see as well, what is it that's going on right now? What is the meaning of the holiday season for us? What does that reflect back about our life, perhaps? Notice what's happening in your body as well. The thoughts in the mind and the feelings in the body are very connected. There might be an intensity of sensation, and you could also notice the space around that where there isn't that intensity. Stay in touch with your breath, with your body, the thoughts in your mind. I'm going to give this another 2 or 3 minutes just to see what comes up. What's going on right now for you around the holidays this year? Take a couple of deep breaths. And this is where we're at. It's a complex situation, and it's difficult. And we could really acknowledge that to ourselves. This is difficult for me. And one really critical element of self care is how we talk to ourselves. So let's take a moment to really notice that. Are you being unkind to yourself? And it could be a critical voice from someone else. It could be, well, if you didn't eat so much of that Christmas baking, you wouldn't feel so sick. Or if you hadn't said this and this, there could be all kinds of ways that we try to gain control, try to have that feeling of helplessness move to the back because we think, well, if I'd done this or if I hadn't done that. So notice if anything comes up. We have that feeling of powerless. I can't actually change this. And how is it that we're managing that internally? You could always tap on your forehead if there's disturbing or intense images. You want them to kind of settle a bit. We're staying present with whatever this is that's coming up. This is a situation. I feel helpless. And this is what that feels like in my body. What does it feel like in your body right now? Notice the space all around the energy as well as the energy itself. Where does that show up in your body? All of this intensity around Christmas and the holidays. Notice if it's familiar. And one thing that can be helpful is to get a bit clinical about it. Where exactly is the sensation or the feeling in your body? What does it feel like, look like? Is there an image? Is it hot? Is it cold and dense? How would you describe it? Really stay connected with this mindfulness. We're looking at something, we're exploring it, paying attention to it. And what might that energy be here for? Maybe it wants you to know something, maybe it needs some reassurance. It might be that there are memories there that are coming up that we just need to sit with for a bit. And what comes up for you around what you could do to make this easier for you this Christmas or through the holidays? It could be something really practical about how long you're going to stay at somebody's house, or maybe that to reach out to someone and ask them if they want to get together. Could be to stay connected with the daily practice, which we'll have on Christmas Day as well as every other day. What comes to mind that you could do? What would help you to be stable and steady on your feet? Christmas and the holiday season generally are a time when oftentimes people think about compassion and kindness. How could you really soak yourself in kindness and compassion to let that take the lead on your internal environment? So, not with everybody else, but for yourself. Is there as much compassion for your own situation as for other people? And then, if not, take a look at what the resistance is there. What could help you to open up and really give yourself a break? Really be kind to yourself this time of year. With all the difficulty and stress and distress. How could you acknowledge that and give yourself the love and the care and the attention that you need? And keep your attention really focused in your body, on your breath, as well as any thoughts that are going through your mind. Right now, through the next several weeks, this is what I could do. And part of that could be letting go of something. I'm willing to let go of. Or maybe it's I want to be willing to let go of whatever it is. Not quite there yet. That's okay too. Stay anchored in your breath and in your body. Let your attention really be drawn to any energy or sensation that's there. Notice the sensation, the energy all around it as well. This year, I give myself permission to not do this perfectly, to really allow myself to do it however I'm managing from moment to moment, day to day. I let go of any pressure at all to be calm and happy and all of those things we think we should. And this could be a much longer inquiry. If there's resistance to that, to allowing yourself to have the experience that you're having moment to moment, then why? What would come up around that? That's something you could look at too. And then come back to the compassion. Can you hold yourself with some kindness right now? Compassion for yourself. Sometimes we feel that as a kind of a warmth and heart center, however that might be for you. Just that acknowledgement that it's difficult, and that you'll do your best to support yourself through it. And then when you're ready, come back to the room.